Hello everyone, I'm here today with who was probably formerly Noelle. If you've been following me for a while, you should remember this head, my little Rebel 08 head that was formerly on a Miro doll 60 centimeter body, the like muscular one. And he became part of my body switching shenanigans, and he's now on a doll leaves body. And he now has the jointed hands, though I don't know if he'll keep them, but he has them for now, so haha. And I don't know if he's still named Noelle or if that character moved with the body versus moving with the head. I think it moved with the body and he now needs a name, but I'm not putting pressure on myself to come up with a whole thing. I will wait until he tells me his character. I just know that I really enjoy this red hair on him. It suits, I feel it suits the face up and the sculpt very well, but you know, that could just be me. But I adore him. And he looks really good on this body. And he's still wearing the jeans that was on the body previously in the shoes. I don't think these are part of his character because I feel the shoes especially, but we shall see. I have no idea. Who knows? Anyway, though, I'm with him today because I was thinking about him earlier and how the front of his head here is stained. It's not like heavily stained, but it is stained enough that you notice it. In fact, I probably could even show you because this is an easy wig to take on and off. Let's see if my camera can focus enough. But yeah, you see how his head's stained? Yeah, now you can really see it. I was thinking about that earlier and it made me think of the BJD Shame Tag. So I'm here to record that tag because I was like, oh, that is one of the shames. Because I used to use wig caps on my dolls, but then I stopped. Because I stopped caring. And you're probably like, well, Tamika, you probably could rub off that staining. But two things. One I already mentioned, which is I don't care. And I probably should, but I don't. And two, I don't want to do anything that could possibly mess up the face-up area. And I think the part that is stained is the actual sealant because the back of his head isn't stained where the wig was. I think the dye from the wig got into the sealant and stuck there. But I don't want to test it to make sure because I really, if anything happens to this face up, especially right now with the weather being how it is, I would just freak out. So that is one of my BJD shames, that I have him and I think my doll leaves Noir, who does have staining right here, and I just can't make myself care enough about it. At one point I would have and would have just freaked out, but I did stop. I've stopped that way about all staining on my dolls. Like even from pants, like these pants might stain him and I don't care. I feel like I have the materials and the will to get it out if I need to, but also like I don't know, you guys, like I have no excuses here. I want to make an excuse. I really want to come up with something real good about why you know, why I feel the way about staining, but I don't. I guess the only thing I know is that like when I first got into this hobby, I was very, very careful all the time, and more than careful, to the point where at one point I did wear gloves. I did want to keep them in their boxes at some point, but like it made me sad, and that's when it began, the whole, I want to say, not caring. Because the not caring is like a symptom of the fact that I love these dolls, but I also want to enjoy them, and I want them to have sort of a life to them, if that is it. I don't know if that will make sense, but like I don't like my dolls to be like this 100% perfect object. I feel at that point like they'd be more like porcelain dolls at that point. I like them to have like a little bit of lived inness, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense? Like, I like for them to have like a stain or two to start to yellow, as long as they like, I don't necessarily want to go for like a direct in the sunlight banana yellow sort of situation, but when they start to yellow, I'm just like, life is breathing into them. So I hope that makes sense, because that is a major part of it. Like, I want them to just not be perfect. I don't necessarily want them to be like in a pile of dirt all the time, but like if I get something on them, I wouldn't want to freak out as well. I'd be like, oh, it's like part of them now, etc., you know. So yeah, when it comes to staining, I'm not 100% anal about it. And unless it's like a whole leg or something, which I've never had happen, but I assume at that point I'd be like, guess I have to do something about it. What if they want to wear shorts, you know? Stuff like that. So I don't do overall maintenance on my dolls. I don't like every once in a while take them down, clean them, and make sure everything's hunky-dory. They pretty much stay in the outfit they're wearing until I am like, ooh, I want to take a picture of you. Maybe I'll change your clothes, blah, blah, blah. And that mood hits whenever it hits, and it's very, very infrequent. I have dolls that are in the same outfit from, and I changed them into it before I moved into this apartment. So, so it's been months now, and they've been in the same outfit. So I guess that is also a BJD shame. I don't change their clothes a lot, and I don't do the maintenance. I also have plenty of dolls that I have not restrung. I didn't realize that was a BJD shame until Sarah pointed that out, and someone agreed with her. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. But there's some that, unless you paid me, I wouldn't do it. And I'm looking at you. That across from me are two of my Doll Chateau dolls. There's some days and plenty of days where I'd rather chew glass than restring them. Like, I don't know why they're strung so tight. So to restring them just sounds like a nightmare. So, so yes, I have dolls that I have not restrung. I only feel like restringing when there's a floppiness to them. Like, he's fine. Like, his legs move a little bit, you know, the standard amount of movement. But like, if his legs are going, maybe then there's a restringing problem. And then I have restrung like Miradol like right away. Like, I did that with Resin Soul too, because they string dolls the way I hate, which is they have the knot in the neck. I can't deal with that. It has to be in the chest. So otherwise, you know, they stay with the stringing they come with, and I don't touch anything, especially Doll Chateau. It's just not going to happen. In fact, I dread the day I have to do such a thing, especially with how narrow their leg channels are. Oh my God, I'm not here for it. Let's see. I also have used, well, the first time I used it was by accident, but then I continued to use it. So this goes on the BJD shame list, and that is, I have used a oil-based pencil on a face-up. And I did use it on his eyebrows. In fact, I think he was either the one I did on accident or one right after. I just really wanted them to be really vibrant and black, and that pencil was the only one that delivered that color to me. And I was like, well, maybe there's enough sealant between that and the face. I don't know. Maybe there is. We'll see one day, maybe. Hopefully not anytime soon, because I do love this face up. So I have done that, and I have continued to do that. Mind you, I would only do that on my dolls. I don't really foresee taking face up commissions because my face ups are just, I mean, they they look like that. I mean, his actually looks better in person. He's really washed out on camera, which is funny because he's not that pale. But whatever. It's probably because he's next to me and the camera's trying to overcompensate. Anyway, though, even if like I offered to paint a head for someone, I would only use materials I knew was safe. But on my own dolls, you know, I did branch out because I wanted what I wanted for them, and that's just what I do. I do keep all my dolls out. I keep them out direct sunlight, but they are in indirect sunlight, which probably can be not as harmful, but still harmful. I haven't really noticed. I mean, my dolls aren't 100% like factory new color, but I don't have any that have yellowed so drastically that my heart has broken, you know? I'm like, they're a banana now. I haven't had that happen, but regardless, I do have to see my dolls. Like, I just love looking at them. I find them to also be pieces of art. Despite the fact, like, I want them to have like a lived-in feel to them. I also do also appreciate them as an artistic item, and I want to see them. So I do keep them all out. I keep them out in the living room despite this window here. But yeah, they are pretty much hidden all completely from direct sunlight blasting in. And then, let's see, I can't really think of many others. There's probably plenty of things. Like, oh yeah, I used to, when I first got into the hobby, I would wash my hands every single time I touched a doll, no matter what. It doesn't matter what it was for, even if it was to just like move them to a new location, I would wash my hands. I don't do that anymore. I just make sure my hands don't look crazy, and that's it. And I think that's all I can think of. There's probably more. I wouldn't be surprised if I watch a few more videos and have to do a BJD Shame Tag Part 2, in which I, you know, really go for it, because like I'm sure there's something else, but that's all I can think of for now. And now my cat Murphy's being so cute. I wish you could see him. I would show you, but I'd probably destroy the entire universe trying to deal with this tripod. But anyway, that is all for the tag. And if you have any name suggestions for him, I'll take a look into them. I would love to hear anything. Because I am drawing a blank, but I definitely don't think he's Noel any longer. I definitely think where his body is, he has the body he was on now has my it was a, look, I don't remember the name of the head. It was like a vent head, I believe, from a company, and I feel really bad because I can't think of what company. I bought it like near the beginning of the hobby. It's my practice head, and I gave him his old body, and I think he could be Noel once I get him together and really give him a face up, but I don't know. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Look at that. Look at that side eye. Look at that. He's so pretty. Anyway, let me stop this here. I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you so much if you watched, and hopefully I will see you sooner rather than later. Bye, everyone.